May God bless you and good morning. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, 26 through 28. How is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation, let all things be done unto edifying. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most by three. And by that course let one interpret. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silent in the church. Let him speak to himself and unto God. I didn't want to make this video. I had a response to a comment on another channel. It seems that a church that follows the Bible raises a little bit of contempt in certain people's minds. I don't wish anyone lack of salvation because we disagree on an interpretation. Follow the Bible. I wouldn't want them to wish something ill on me, but it seems, that if somebody's throwing up the term blasphemy because of a difference in interpretation of a verse, or even half the way on the doctrine, on the doctrine of a church, something's wrong there. It's when you walk in and somebody's laying on the floor babbling something, just nonsense that no one can understand, and then they try to claim that as doctrine because it's in the Bible. The thing about it is they forget that people understood them. People from everywhere understood what they were saying. They were speaking in a language that was able to be understood, not something that had to be interpreted. I don't understand how a Christian could possibly take offense over someone just reading the Bible. And I'm stumped for words. I'm lost on it. The next step along the line, I guess, is going to be that, someone's going to go out and find some golden plates, and then they're going to hide them. And then this angel that no one else has seen, no sign of it, is going to write it in a language that only that guy can see. And then, I'll show you where they're at. But, no, they're not here. They moved them. And I'll dig them up. I'm going to hide them in this room. No one's allowed to see them but me. And then I'm going to have somebody else help me interpret them. And we're the only ones that can know, but you follow us. And, it's a slippery slope, my friends. And I wish salvation for all of you. I certainly, with all the crazy things going in the world, I would certainly prefer, revival, redemption, grace, way more before judgment. And it's not my decision. It's God's will. But if I walked across the street, pushed an elderly lady carrying a baby, walking her puppy dog out of the way from a car, and got run over by the car after I just left church, cried to God, just been baptized, took communion, and go up and get a pat on the back from St. Peter, I would still want redemption and revival for everyone. There should not be contempt among Christians. And there should not be contempt for anyone else. Love your enemies. And especially when someone is not your enemy, you pray for them. Just because it says to love your enemies doesn't mean you don't love your friends as well, or somebody that you just know, or somebody that disagrees with you a little bit. You don't go running around telling everybody that they're committing some sort of blasphemy, because that is the part you don't judge. You judge a person by their works, by what they do for their friends, their family, their loved ones, and even their enemies, how they treat. Just as much as you should not blaspheme, you should not label something as blasphemy, because everyone lives in a glass house. And if that the path is straight and narrow, but there are many bricks on it. And if somebody's walking through there at 6'5", they're going to hit every fourth or fifth brick. Somebody's trotting along 5 foot tall, they're going to hit every second and third. There's a lot up for interpretation, and we are just men. We are just humans. Love one another. Praise God. Pray to God. Don't have contempt. Bring people over with a soft voice. Don't shove them. God bless y'all. Keep the faith, my friends.